Hey, what is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here, back with another video for you guys today. And today we get to look at the SHFiguarts Jar Jar Binks. Now, this is a figure, as soon as I saw it, comes out of left field, a few months back. And yeah, SHFiguarts just decided to drop this out of nowhere. This was a figure that was teased way, way back in the day. And SHFiguarts does like to do this thing where they show off a figure and then never actually release it, which is unfortunate, but, that is just a reality of toys and action figures. But this one, they actually pulled out of the vault and decided to release him. And, I always thought the Black Series version was a top 10 figure of all time in the Black Series. I loved that figure, and really the one complaint with that figure was the lack of expressiveness. And Jar Jar is a special character, and he's got his quirks about him. So getting that in action figure form, where you can actually see some of the character traits portrayed in action figure form, and yeah, just getting this guy was just a huge awesome prequel upgrade for the shelf, in my opinion. And the accessories that come with him just, I think, is amazing. As you can see, he does come with some swap out pieces for his jaw and stuff like that, just to add some expressiveness to this character that I think was much needed and definitely warranted for Jar Jar. So let's get him out of the package. All right, and getting him open, SHFiguarts is known for a lot of accessories, and Jar Jar is actually a little light on the accessory side, but I think he comes with just about everything you would want in a Jar Jar figure. And first impressions, just getting him out of the package, this figure looks incredible. In my eyes, I didn't see where they could improve a ton on Jar Jar from what the Black Series did, but getting him in hand, oh boy. Yeah, this is quite the upgrade in my opinion. And he also, just like I said, comes with some of those quirky accessories that just makes him a lot more expressive on the shelf. Out of the package, he does come with a more stoic, head, but I think the option is there if you did want to leave him a bit more stoic, but I don't see anyone that would get this that would do that personally. And then he does come with a more expressive head, and yeah, just fantastic. Also, the swappable jaw pieces, like the tongue, is just going to add for just amazing posability. Also, one of my favorites that I think is going to go perfect with the Black Series Sebulba that was just announced. Cannot wait to get that. But the little frog, in his mouth as well is just going to be fantastic and will really pair well with that Sebulba. All right, and getting the more expressive head on him. What a fantastic figure here. I mean, they really just nailed it. And the fact that his ears are articulated, and you can just get so much expression out of this guy, and it's just so Jar Jar Binks. I mean, you every time I look at my 1/12 display and see the Black Series Jar Jar on the shelf there, it's a really great figure. Like I said, it's been on my top 10 list of all time for Black Series, but the expressiveness, you need that for Jar Jar. Yeah, this guy really is just so fun to mess around with. Already one of my favorite 1/12 action figures of the year. I love when you can just have fun and versatility with how you pose figures, and that is one big thing about the Black Series that I kind of have issues with, is all the faces are just a blank stare. Everything is so, you don't get a lot of versatility with the poses. That was an issue I kind of had with the newest Ahsoka figure from her show. The Ahsoka the white figure is, I would pose it and it's just the same blank stare. It doesn't match the pose. So getting this figure is just what I love in 1/12 collecting, which is also a big reason I am just a SHFiguarts glazer. I love SHFiguarts so much because they allow for so much of that versatility in your collection. Alright, and getting into some comparisons here he is with the Black Series Jar Jar, and like I said, I think the Black Series Jar Jar is one of the better Black Series figures in the line. It just, doesn't feel like Jar Jar. It's like a sad puppy Jar Jar on the shelf. And I just think the SHFiguarts, proportion-wise, is a bit better, and sculpt-wise is just on a whole nother level. So, yeah, for me, it just takes the win. But it also is, $40 more. So, it should be better. And, yeah, it's just amazing to finally get this expressive Jar Jar. And now I can make a episode 2 Jar Jar custom or something with the Black Series figure, and add a Jar Jar to another prequel shelf. Alright, and here he is with the SHFiguarts QuiGon. An amazing figure. This is specifically the re-release QuiGon. I do have both. I have the original SHF QuiGon and then this one, obviously. Yeah, I love what SHF is doing with their accessories. This is one of my favorite accessories of all time. It's so good. And Phantom Menace just has some of the most iconic imagery of what I think of Star Wars. That whole Tatooine sequence of Qui-Gon, Jar Jar, finding Anakin on Tatooine, just iconic. And speaking of Kid Anakin, here we do have the Black Series young Annie, and I did give him Queel's helmet. It kind of looks like the helmet that he wears at the very end of the movie. But yeah, these two look great together. Something I've always stood by is that Black Series and SHFiguarts mesh perfect. And here he is with one of the best 1/12 figures of all time, the SHFiguarts Episode 1 Obi-Wan Kenobi masterpiece figure right here. If you get one SHFiguarts in your entire life, if you just have no interest, do yourself a favor and get the SHFiguarts Episode 1 Obi-Wan. It is masterclass. And here he is with the SHFiguarts B1 Battle Droid. This one is a pain to army build at the, you can find these guys for about $40 to $50 nowadays. But I have 6 of them, and but they're so much superior to the Black Series, it's not even funny. It's actually a fun B1 to pose and everything. It actually is sturdy and can stand, and just an amazing figure. But yeah, these two just go together so well as well. Alright, and for some more Gungan love, we got Boss Nass. This is a custom file, I believe, from Landspeeder Luke, painted by the Toxic Collector on Instagram. Go check him out if you haven't already. If you're familiar with the channel, you've seen a lot of his work before. Amazing, just absolutely fantastic. I have this on my shelf. Alright, and last but not least, one of my all-time favorite customs, again, painted by the one and only Toxic Collector on Instagram, Captain Tarle. Just fantastic. The accessory from the Jar Jar original release from the Black Series just goes so perfect with this custom, and Obviously, it is using the Jar Jar body with some added bits and pieces and a custom head. Oh man, having these two on the shelf is just chef's kiss. Alright, so at the end of the day, guys, this is a wonderful, awesome, amazing, silly addition to the collection, and I'm just so happy to finally have it on the shelf. This was a long time coming. SHFiguarts, please get back into the prequel era heavy like you used to. I mean, some of these figures that I showed you in comparisons, I mean, some of their best figures ever, and you know, I don't think SHF misses really ever. Maybe once or twice back in the day, but man, they kill it with all their prequel characters, and I just want them to dive back in heavy like they used to. I think the sequels just really soured them on Star Wars, and they kind of just slowed down, but Jar Jar is a return to form, and I just cannot wait to see what else they do with Star Wars. And yeah, this is just a fantastic addition to the shelf. But that's gonna do it. I hope everyone enjoyed. Shout out to my channel members, y'all are some G's. But shout out to everyone that watches my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you, and as always, may the Force be with you. Ayy.